Howdy there, love bugs. What is poppin'? My name is Rabbit, and welcome to episode 189 of Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2, where we are continuing to make our way through the post-games bonus forest. We are right at the end of water tier number 5, as you saw with that, I don't know what that thing is actually called. It's the early form of Naganga. I don't know why I even remember Naganga's name, but either way, we are rapidly approaching the end of water tier number 5, so hopefully in the next episode or two, we will be completely done exploring the water forest here. So that will really only leave us with, fuck my life. No, that's not what it'll leave us with, but it will really only leave us with one more bonus forest to navigate. So that's good news, right? We're almost done, and I know that I've been just on the edge of my seat as I've talked to you kind of intermittently with all my other random stories about the fact that I know what will be taking Jade Cocoon 2's place. So I'm quite excited about the prospect of wrapping this up and us ushering in the next game that will take its place in my recording lineup. Although I guess, you know, Jade Cocoon 2 really hasn't been actively played on the channel for about a year since we had hit the post game quite a while ago, and then we're just slowly chugging away and chipping away at all of that. But I think it'll be nice to have something that's in an active rotation moving forward, because kind of how it has been now, it's been set up for a little bit where we would mass record like Grandia 2, and then every couple of months you guys would get a batch of Jade Cocoon 2. Then mass record Hoshigami, little bit Jade Cocoon 2. So we flew through Hoshigami, and we're quite a bit through Brave Fencer Musashi as well, because it followed that same pattern where I had like a month's worth of episodes go up, and then I was ready to kind of bring forth the excitement that is Jade Cocoon 2's endless grind through the bonus stuff. So I think it'll be nice to have it maybe set up to where, depending on my recording commitments and my ability to juggle a lot of things going on in my life, you know, during the move and whatever my next job's, you know, schedule is going to be and what that commitment is going to look like. Ideally, I would like to have it set up to where we only have like a week of a certain series come out and then another week of the other one, and kind of go back and forth, so that there will be 2 weeks each month that'll be dedicated to whatever series is on the channel. I guess another way that could work, just sort of talking out loud and thinking about this, I know some channels have it to where the primary series is what goes live every day, but there are some days where people get 2 episodes of something. So if I record like 7 episodes of this.
Long time no see.
Huh? Have we met before?
Maybe, maybe not. You know Cinnamon of the Sweet Nights? Gaga.
I kind of think I might have met you somewhere.
Even if we had met, it's best to forget immediately.
Oh!
Cinnamon seems to be trading in the water forest. She's so cool. The atmosphere of the water forest suits her. Gee, I wish I could meet Cinnamon.
I think this is the first time we've seen a fat Alco hunter, but I guess, you know, he's not fully there. What is your deal?
Oh, I forgot. Cinnamon's little sister has made her debut also. She's precious also, but I'm still gaga over Cinnamon.
Cinnamon's little sister? Is he referring to Mint, or is there going to be another Sweet Night we're introduced to? You know what? Whatever. I honestly don't care. I'm not that invested into any of the Sweet Nights. Like, they're fine. Some of them are okay, but whatever. Who cares? Okay, so what I was saying, I was so distracted by just the ridiculousness of that guy and what he was fucking saying. But the point of everything I was sharing is, I know that some people have it set up to where every single day their primary series rolls out, and then if they have a secondary series, a second video will come out. So maybe something like, if in 1 week I record 8 or 9 episodes of, I don't know, Brave Fencer Musashi, then there might be a day where, oh, do I want to use my Tendai herbs? But they're so good. Oh, you guys, they're so good. I can't use all of them, not like this, not right here, not yet. Maybe someday, but now is not the day. But then maybe there will be a day where I'll record like 4 episodes of whatever the side project is, Oh my gosh, these guys are killing me. Then there will be, those 7-8 days of Brave Fencer Musashi, and then out of all of those days, 4 of the days, there might be another video that goes live like 12 hours later. So maybe like 8 a.m. Brave Fencer Musashi goes live, 8 p.m. or I don't know, maybe even something just like 4 p.m. or 1600 hours. That's when the side project goes live. I don't really like that one as much because I don't know. That one feels a little bit weird, two uploads in one day. Usually I only like to do 2 uploads if I have like a vlog that I film and I don't want it to just be the only thing that goes up that day because it's super short or it's very specific and it's not something that you can just have on in the background. I don't know, but it probably doesn't matter either way because over the course of all of these playlists and playthroughs, I feel like I have a good group of people that watch things as they go live, but I have quite a few viewers that they come aboard usually when a series is halfway through, and then they kind of binge watch the whole thing in 1, 2, maybe 3 sittings, just depending on how long it takes me to wrap it up. Like for Hoshigami, for example, I think a few of you, I would say there are maybe 10 users that I can just right now in the moment envision like your username or your name because I talk to you consistently throughout that series going live from start to finish. But then after it was done, or as I was nearing the end, I had maybe like 10 more that started watching and started messaging me about it when it was pretty much finished. So they joined me at the end of its live updating status. And anyway, I mean, there's really no value either way. Like, there's not more value placed on one of the viewers over the other. But I guess my point is that at the end of the day, I don't know how many people are actually watching live to where it would matter if a series was uploaded, kind of in an alternating 1 week this, 1 week that versus 1 week exclusively one thing, and then the next week you get like 2 of the series uploaded. Does that make any fucking sense, or am I just kind of babbling? Probably a combination of both, where it makes sense, but I'm also babbling about it. But the point is, I haven't really hashed out what I want the upload schedule to look like. I'm still, if I can be totally transparent with you guys, I'm still leaning a little bit towards my initial proposition, which is to have it be like I do 1 recording session, or maybe like it's still broken into 2 batches where I record everything on a Tuesday and then maybe that Wednesday I record a couple more episodes. I still count that as 1 recording session because it's still all my shit is set up and I'm in the mindset of recording for that particular series. So even if it takes 2 days to do it, oh my goodness. Anthony is at level 20. That's unfortunate because he's not going to get merged up because I'm not running back through this shit on my own. We're just gonna keep on going to island number 6, probably gonna fight the boss, and if we're lucky, wait, let's see, we did 184, 185, 186, 187, 188, and this is 189, so this is like the 6th episode we've recorded. So if I can blast through this, y'all, we will have knocked out this forest in 6 episodes instead of 7. But I don't know if we're going to be that lucky. That's probably a bit of a stretch, right? Probably. Okay. Focus, Rabbit. Focus. Let's go ahead and divvy up our shit. I want to have at least 1 slot available in case we run into another beast hunter. I don't want to risk it where they're going to suddenly be like, oh, you don't have space? Sucks to be you. We're not even going to give you the chance to talk to us after the fact to get what you want. Okay, this guy's just going to be standing here in my fucking way. Can I get the initiative? I would love it if I could. But sadly, I cannot. But it's fine. Admoomer Knight, please take the reins. Please remove all 3 of them so we can just keep on going. That'd be great. But no, either way, whether we can wrap up this island in this episode or we have to split the difference and have 2 more, we still basically will have knocked out another forest in 7 episodes, which is what I am kind of planning for anyway. So if we get a little lucky and can shave off 1 video, I'm happy about that. But, even if we, in worst case scenario, had to add an extra episode, that's totally fine too. So to finalize my thoughts on upload schedule for when this series is done and our next series is ready to go, I actually already have the thumbnail prepped. I'm probably one of those weird people that because I kind of start planning a little bit in advance and thinking about what I want to play in advance, I actually have like, let me count this in my head. 1, 2, I think I have close to 5 thumbnails actually done for series that I know I eventually want to play on the channel. Now, granted, when I initially conceptualize like a thumbnail, because mine aren't like fancy or anything. I'm not an artist. I don't draw my thumbnails from scratch. It's a very simple process where either from the loading screen of the game itself, like I'll take a still shot from just recording like the opening cinematic, or I will take like a scanned image of the box art or the game's cover art, and then I'll kind of just Photoshop it a little bit, throw some fancy fucking letters on it with Rabbit Plays, and then that's it. Like, it's really not an ordeal or a process. I would say for my fanciest of fancy thumbnails, it takes maybe 20 minutes to come up with the design or the idea. I'd say max half an hour. And then after you have the actual design, it's as simple as just changing out what number you want to be on it, and then bam, you're like set for the duration of the series. That's how I like to do my thumbnails. I know some people don't have thumbnails, and I think that's totally valid as well. I don't know if I'll always do thumbnails, but it's kind of fun for me because I don't consider myself to be that creative of a person. So the process of looking at the box art or looking at the loading screen and just throwing Rabbit Plays over it, I mean, it's a really simple way for me to feel creative, you know? Like, it doesn't add that much value to the playlists or to the Let's Play series, but it kind of is fun for me. But maybe, you know, as the channel grows and or as work commitments become a bit much for me, or maybe when I start having kids, I probably won't worry about thumbnails as much and it'll be something that kind of goes to the wayside. But for now, I kind of enjoy making them. But I don't know, maybe I'm just a weirdo, and I think we can all agree that's probably what it is, that I am a weirdo. But it is what it is, and you guys love me in spite of my flaws, which I greatly appreciate. So I do have the thumbnail. The point of that is to share that I do have a thumbnail honestly prepped and ready to go for our next series, as well as like 4-ish other series. And I don't know why I have so many just sitting there, but I just think of them and I start making them, and then it's really anyone's guess like which title I end up going with. I kind of disclosed to you guys about 10 or so episodes back that my motivation for the project that I'm going to move forward with once Jade Cocoon 2 is done is that, 1, I wanted to play a console that I haven't really featured on the channel yet, and 2, I wanted to explore something that wasn't going to be as open as Jade Cocoon 2 is. Like, I feel like this series, even jokingly among many of you who talk to me about it, has become a diary series where there's so much downtime, so much grinding, so much running around, and just dead time where I can just talk to you guys about juicy gossip from my life, or even just the not so juicy bullshit stories of my life, like that don't matter and nobody cares, but you could put this on in the background and know that you're not missing any development, because even the characters lack depth and there's not a major story, especially in the post game. Like, it really doesn't matter at all. So I had thought about whether or not I wanted my next series to be a total replacement for that, where I could still have another diary type project going where if I want to, I can talk to you guys about work or whatever. But I feel that's kind of what vlogs are for too, and I don't feel like it's absolutely necessary to have something take Jade Cocoon 2's place. Like, if I end up playing a game that just happens to have dead time and I can make that a series that I just sort of wistfully share anecdotes from the day or thoughts and feelings or opinions that I have, like, that's fine. Like, I'm not opposed to having another diary focused project on the channel, but I don't want to pick something just for that reason, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of where I'm at with all of that. Looks like these two are going to be new, so I'm going to probably have to get into these fights. And what that likely means is that we will have another episode, because I'm guessing the boss is in one of these vines here. But at least if I can get the initiative, please. Oh man, I feel so bad that Anthony is missing out on all this XP, but I cannot be fussed with fucking around. And oh my gosh. Really? Y'all, great news. So I'm happy to announce that Krusty, oh, let me rotate in the right direction here, became the ugly helicopter monster that we all knew he had deep inside of him. So he is at his max form, which means that we will be able to replace him when it is finally time for us to head into that final bonus forest. So yay, Krusty! Congratulations. So sorry you guys missed it, but at the same time, not sorry that it happened because Krusty has got to go. He's definitely one of the ugliest beasts that we've got, so I'm not sad at all about this transformation that has taken place. But okay, my team's a little bit broken and busted, so let's hand over that Twill Mugwort there and keep it rolling. But yes, as I've been, I don't know if I want to go in this direction. Y'all, I'm just trying to get through, but these fights are killing me. Literally fucking me up. You guys, that feeling when Add Moomer Night applies when the enemy already only has like 5 HP. Feels super bad. Oh my goodness. But it is what it is. And is this Fizzy gonna fuck with me? No, please. Go away. Turn around. Just leave. I really don't want to fight this fucking... It's okay, guys. We will kill him ASAP. You know what just occurred to me? I have some hide spores that I stashed in my storage unit, and I almost wonder if I need to go back, grab some of them bitches, and just hold on to them for the next forest that we go into, and maybe after the 4th island, start using those. But hold on. Before we peep these, you know what, whatever. We'll try this one. I wonder if I need to backtrack. Oh, nope, we found it. Here's the boss. So, good timing, good find. What a way to go ahead and wrap up this episode. So we will, I don't really need the HP plus back book, but shall we use one of the fucking books that we've got here? I feel like we kind of need to. Let's try Hard Blow. Sounds a little nasty. No pause on that, but we're going to use it because why not? And he's starting with some shit. Okay. I guess it's to be expected. But to wrap up my thoughts on the next game and just scheduling and all of that, so I think to give you guys something a little more concrete, since I've been mostly speaking in hypotheticals and just sharing more of general processes and patterns that I've done in the past, what will definitely be happening is once we are finished with Jade Cocoon 2, I will once again devote quite a bit of time to navigating Brave Fencer Musashi because it's not super surprising to me, but you guys have really shown a lot of love for that series, and it has become a pretty interactive playthrough for the channel. I think if I look historically through even just the data that's in YouTube analytics, Star Ocean the Second Story is hands down like my #1. It's popping, it's happening. Lots of people are coming to watch you 100% that game or watch you explore and navigate all these secrets and exploits, etc., etc. And then I think #2 is honestly tied between Jade Cocoon 2 and Legend of Legaia. Legend of Legaia is a 100% guide, but I feel like for whatever reason, a lot of people just enjoy diary formats and they enjoy having a series that you can have on in the background and you're not really looking through Jade Cocoon 2. Like you're not looking for a Let's Play so that you can figure out how to do something, right? The reason people, I think, watch series like this is so that they can chill and have a good time and listen to the person who's playing the game. But for, like, Star Ocean and for Legend of Legaia, at least the way that I did them, because they are very, like, straightforward, by the book, matter of fact, this is how you beat this boss, this is how you find this is how you 100% it, this is how you get all the objects in this specific dungeon. I think people who are looking for more of that completionist gameplay style gravitate towards those two series. People who want to just hang out or are looking more for just a personality to have in the background watch this Let's Play or watch my Grandia 2 series, which, you know, reflecting back on it, I really did not enjoy Grandia 2. And I know I started to bitch a bit about it as I reached the last, like, 30 episodes of the series. I feel like is when I really it went downhill. Let's just be quite frank. Like, I was a lot more, I think, open-minded to some of the bullshit that was in the game. I was much more willing to humor some of the areas that I don't think were executed super properly. But as I approached that final stretch, I just couldn't take it anymore, and I let you guys know how I felt about it. So I'm a little surprised by how many people still watch that series, because I'll even be the first to admit, I don't think that my Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition playthrough, I don't think it's that fun to watch, and I don't think it's that engaging to watch compared to someone who loves the Grandia IP and maybe can compare it to Grandia 1, or even just someone who's playing Grandia 2 for the first time but just enjoys that type of storytelling or enjoys the type of characters that were presented in the game. I think people like that would be better to watch than the way I conducted that playthrough. So I get it. But surprisingly, that one has a decent chunk still of traffic. I think some of you, for whatever reason, you enjoy having someone play these games that you liked from your own childhoods or from your own adolescent/teen years. And I am just so grateful to have you along for the ride. So hopefully the title that I will be playing next will be a true blast from the past for a few of you, because it is old school. Like Grandia 2 and even this, like they're older games, but they're not like Super Mario RPG old, or like playing through the original Metroid old. Like this game and I think Grandia 2 are like you were graduating high school and it was maybe your first RPG because you weren't a huge gamer type old. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And maybe there are some younger viewers I have there. Like, hey, nice to meet you. How's it going? That truly you were like 10 years old or fucking 8 years old when you first played this, or you first played Grandia 2. But I'm 29 years old, so my idea of like the true childhood games are the original Super Mario Brothers game, or like the first Kirby game, you know? So like my adolescence, so when I was like 12, 13, that's when I was playing some of the later PlayStation games, or like I guess you'd say like the 6th gen games started coming out when I was 15, 16, because the PlayStation, Sega Saturn, N64 games were coming out when I was like 9, 10, 11. So yeah, I mean 6th generation and prior, all of that to me is retro. I know some people, they draw the line in the sand and they're like, no, Rabbit, it's 5th gen and prior. Nobody considers the GameCube and the Dreamcast and the PlayStation 2 retro. But I feel like, yeah, we're on the fucking Switch, and I'm sure the PlayStation 5 is going to be revealed soon. I think that the PlayStation 2, the Dreamcast, and let's see, the original Xbox and the GameCube, yeah, those are like the 4 big ones, right? I consider those still retro, or they're at least on the cusp of retro, to me. But you don't have to agree with me. So 6th gen prior, that equals retro in my mind. And those are the games that I'll probably be highlighting on this channel. I mean, I've got some indie stuff. Like, I did a one-time, like, single exploration video for Magitori, which is an indie game. And then Andrew and I are very, very slowly making our way through Undertale. Don't worry, the game's not discontinued. I don't get a lot of people requesting that one as much, because I know there were some people that like 100%ed it and like did every single mode. Like, oh my god, like I know Undertale was so hyped and so popular when it first came out, and just as a result of that, I tend to stay away from games that get hyped. Did I share this with you guys, or was I talking in a different playthrough about this? But when things get hyped for me, it's really hard. No, actually, it was my sister Bear that I was talking to about this just the other day on the phone, because I started reading a book that was recommended to me because a lot of people were saying like, oh, it's going to blow your mind and it's going to be amazing. It's called The Good Earth. Andrew even likes it. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, and maybe this is an unpopular opinion, I don't think The Good Earth is that fucking amazing. Like, if you have no concept of ancient Chinese life or ancient East Asian life, then maybe it will blow your mind. But the way that the protagonist's life and everything has been revealed to me, I feel like I know about what this era of Chinese history was like. I know what a day in the life of this type of person would be like. So honestly, there's nothing that has surprised me. I've appreciated the author's writing style, and I've appreciated how she's presented different pieces of the story and the events of the story itself, but the people that recommended it to me acted like it was the best book they had ever read, or it just like ushered in their minds anyway, this new conceptualization of how other people live. Like, what the fuck? I come from like a very poverty-stricken group of people that immigrated to the United States because our lives sucked where we were before. Like, the way the Good Earth is presented, it is not new to me. There is no concept in there that is unfamiliar, and a lot of the things that are presented, I have family that still lives that way, like in the third world country that they're still in, or in the developing country that they're still in. So it's just interesting to me that when things are hyped, I've noticed that if it doesn't live up to the hype, or the hype that surrounds it is very, I don't know, I'd say misinformed or very limited in the, like, that demographic that hypes it up, maybe their exposure to things is very limited. It is frustrating for me because I get excited, or I have incredibly high expectations for this piece of media that I'm about to enjoy, and then I don't enjoy it. It just feels super bad. So I think I have talked to you guys about this too. Like, please don't hype things up to me is the moral of that story, because it frustrates the fuck out of me when you tell me something blew your mind and was the best thing you've ever read in your entire life, and it's like a day in the life of my family back home. Like, what the fuck? Don't tell me this is the best book you've ever read and you've never thought about life outside of how you've lived before, and this is what has, I guess, revealed things to you. I don't know. The Good Earth, fine book, but I'm exceedingly disappointed in what it actually is based on how it's been described to me from a multitude of people. Just what the fuck, you guys? Stop hyping shit up to me if it's not actually amazing and mind-blowing. That's it. That's all. That's really all it comes down to. I don't mind hype if it's justified. Like, there are some things that, yeah, it's gonna blow your fucking brains and you're not gonna know what the fuck you're watching. Maybe this one's not super relevant and y'all might not even know what I'm referring to, but has anyone seen, I think it's the US title for it, it's called Cat Soup. I don't remember like who produced the show or the movie or any of that shit. I don't remember. I watched it a couple years ago, but there were some weird shorts about these cat siblings, and then a movie was released about it that's very weird. And when I say very weird, I don't mean like Ren and Stimpy weird, where it's kind of gross humor or things are a little unpredictable, but it's, I don't know, it still just is what it is, you know, you can follow. Cat Soup was the kind of weird where it's like, was someone high when they made this? Like, this doesn't really make sense. What the fuck is going on? Why are the characters behaving in this way? And why am I watching this? Like, Cat Soup is not bad at all. I actually enjoyed it, but it's so strange, you guys. It's a watch. If you haven't heard of it before, I'd at least recommend Googling it. Again, I don't remember what the Japanese name of it is called. I think the American localization called it Cat Soup. I think. Or maybe I'm totally full of shit and that's not even what it's called. But I have a strong inkling that is the correct name. But, you know, whatever. Don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to anything, you guys. I'm just talking as I'm playing, just killing time. And I know we're a bit over on time, but I want to try, if I can, to finish. Ooh, we got a lot of good shit, and I think I'm running out of space here. If we're going to have one more episode, I want it to be, I don't need this HP back plus books. Fuck you. I don't need these because I've got someone with Salamnes. I know, it's a little crazy to be throwing such good books away, but I don't have room for this shit anymore. The game is the one that decided to not give me room to use my shit, so this is what we're working with, okay? This is where we're at. But anyway, Cat Soup. I think that's the name of it. Check it out if you like kind of weird shit. Like, Andrew is even reading a book right now that he compared a little bit to it. It's, what is it called? Like Murakami something? I don't know. That's not helpful, is it? Well, anyway, I think, like, Cat Soup had been hyped up to me by some people. I actually watched it based on a recommendation that someone had made. And I would say that's a fair thing to hype up to me. Like Cat Soup, it's weird, and I never would have expected it to be what it ended up being. And it's certainly not something that I think I would have naturally just pursued on my own and tried to watch on my own. But watching it was fulfilling, and it did make me think about some things. Not the shorts. The shorts are kind of ridiculous, and I think they're meant to be exaggerated. Almost like some of the fights in, oh my god, what is it called? Cuphead, I think, is the new indie game that's known for being ridiculously challenging. Obviously, I haven't played it. I think it's Cuphead. And then if you play with two people, the brother is Mugman. Anyhow, I think Cat Soup's shorts are odd and they're extreme and they're supposed to be ridiculous, but I don't think they will make you really reflect on your life or anything. But the movie was so strange. It I wouldn't say it viscerally stirs you, but it makes you think and it makes you feel. Which is what I kind of expect. Like, if I'm going to be participating in something or watching/reading something, I want it to either teach me something new or make me feel a certain way. I don't want it to just be like, okay, I'm just reading this to read this or playing this to play this.
I don't think there is another gate for going.
I don't think we need to listen to you say the same shit you said in the other 7th Islands.
Wow.
So we'll just scroll on through this so that this isn't a million hours long. And I think, honestly, we should be good. So, yay! We got the water jewel, you guys. And what did it say? Auto something tournament? What? We'll quickly check that out, and then we're going to call this an episode just so we're not too far deep into this video. So what we will do is, unlike the other episodes, I'm not going to have you with me with all the selling, or maybe I could. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Do you guys care that much? Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. You know what? If we hustle, we're not going to talk to people who are just standing there. Let's see if a new job listing is up. All right, I'm a lying sack of shit. We got to talk to Gil. He's a bro.
Yamu, I feel like I'd like to have children myself. Naturally.
Oh, yeah, you said the same shit. Okay, so maybe I take it back. I need to stop talking to people because they're not going to say anything interesting. So, Miss Mint and Earth Crystal. I guess I can take that. And this asshole wants a Slurp-Limic egg, which I don't have. Get me 5. That's not happening. We're going to Earth Crystal next anyway. So, I guess we can do this for the 10 mugworts just for the sake of completing it, right? Doesn't hurt, whatever. Guess we're not getting that blue drac from Cure because she is being a bit of a bitch. And to be fair, I haven't taken every single job posting that's come up because I'm lazy and I don't care that much, and it's not a big deal to me if I've one of every single fucking beast. Like, I will get over myself, but I will take the money. Thank you very much. I will get rid of this MP back plus book. Don't need that shit. Full heal books, holler at your girl. I don't know if I really need these resurrect books anymore, but I did pay for them, so I probably should keep them. You guys, I have too much shit. What is this? A beast book? Oh, this is what I need to take to Cure. Why would you sell this? That'd be pretty fucked up. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, I'm losing my mind a little bit. Why do I have this knock? Oh, I picked it up. Okay. We're good. We got some good shit from the water forest. I know I still have figurines that I could buy, but I don't have the money for it. So again, we're not looking to unlock everything because I'm not trying to be here playing this game all fucking day. I'm just not. So I'm going to drop off this fucking egg. Bye, knock. Whatever you are. I might have to come back and get that thing eventually. But for now, it's not totally necessary. So, Kiki Neck and Company, let's go to the arena to see exactly what it was we unlocked. I ended up accidentally scrolling through that a little bit too quickly, just because I didn't want to hear Nico and Kahu saying the same shit they've... Oh my god, that bitch went through it too. I'm just fucking up. Well, whatever. Let's see. Oh, so it's auto right. So the same thing that we saw when we had completed the previous forest and we got access to the auto left, we've got the auto right. So cool. One more specialized forest is left. I don't know what they would really do. Maybe it'll be limited to 3 merges? I guess we'll find out when we come back together in our next episode. For now, we are going to part ways, kind of like we did at the start of this batch for the Water Forest, where we are going to head to the Room of Life. I will hand over the comma that I have acquired, and without you guys, I will prep a new party. And by new party, I mean I'm just going to replace the people that are maxed out and merge people who need to be merged. That's really what it comes down to. But we got Rage. He has Limonate or Limonate, which is going to be great. And we got Nigender, which has Anandia. Also great. Totally resurrect one beast. So that is amazing. Too bad Late Bloomer earns 10% fewer experience points is what that really should say, because you can count the experience. Holler at your girl. I know grammar, very important sometimes when I actually am speaking English. Okay, so we need to merge up Anthony. I'm pretty sure he's at level 20. And then we're going to get rid of Krusty. So thank you so much for joining me thus far, everyone. As I already mentioned, when we come back together in episode number 190, which is nuts, so maybe we will finish this series in under 200 episodes. That's the goal anyway. I do not want to hit video number 200. So if we can do that, I will consider this a success. But anyhow, thank you so much for joining me thus far. When we resume in episode 190, we will be absolutely ready to head into that final Earth Forest. We've got a job that's also going to be taking us through that to deliver something for Gil. I don't even remember what. I didn't really read it, but it's all good. So thank you for watching. My name is Rabbit. This is my playthrough of Jade Cocoon 2, where we are wrapping up the post-game content by exploring these bonus forests that have been unlocked to us following defeating Levant. So I look forward to seeing you guys very soon.